Hey and welcome guys in your science class. I'm your teacher Khalil and we are in science class. So in today's science class we are going to start with our lesson 1.4, rocks and the environment. In the previous class we have studied habitats of the animals, in which we have discussed where animal lives, where they fulfill their needs, and where their requirements are fulfilled. The place that place is their habitat. So now moving on to the next lesson, uh, rocks and environment. It is about the rocks, different types of rocks, where we can find the rocks, and uh, how to compare different properties of rocks. Okay, so in this lesson there are some important words that we have to learn: absorb, explosive, gravel, mine, rocks, sample, stones, waterproof, soil, etc. So these are the words that we are going to memorize in from this lesson, and we are going to write it in the notebook. After that, using rocks. Okay, so planet Earth is made of rocks. All the our ground, or you can say the planet of the Earth, is made of rocks. Some rocks are deep under the ground, some rocks are at the surface. We use rocks to make roads, paths, bridges, walls, floors, building, roofs, and even fire. So rocks are very important. Why they are important? Because most of the things that we are making or we are using are made of rocks. Like you can look around in your classroom, the walls of your classrooms are made of rocks. The roads that you use to come to the school, they are also made of rocks. The bridges, the floors, the buildings, roofs. Even when we want to lit a fire, we can use rocks to start the fire. Okay, so rocks are playing very important role in our life. Without rocks, it is difficult to make buildings, walls, houses. So these things are very important. The rocks are very important that we use to build something. You can see in the picture the bridges, statues, and we have other things that are made of fonts, water fountains, everything that you look around in the surroundings, bridges, walls, they are made of rocks. Why they are made of rocks? Because most of the rocks are very strong and they cannot break easily. Okay, so we use rocks to make such things, because we need our houses, our buildings, our schools to be very strong. That is why we use rocks to build them. So some of the rocks are in the ground and some of the rocks are under the ground. Okay, so what are rocks? The surface of the earth is made of rock. You can easily see some rocks above the ground as in the pictures. Others are deep under or under the water. When you see under the sea, under the sea there are also rocks. Okay, under the mountains. The mountains are all made up of rocks. That is why the mountains are very strong. Okay. So types of rock. There are different types of rocks, and each rocks have different properties. Some are shiny, some are small, some are hard, some are soft. So we have different types of rocks. For example, diamond. Diamond is a rock that is very strong, and it is a precious rock. Diamond is very hard. It is used in jewelry and also in cutting machines. As I told you people that diamonds are very strong. We use diamonds to make jewelries, and we are use diamonds to cut glasses. Okay, so there are granite, that is very strong rock. It is gray in color. Quarters, that is used in the watches and in the radio. Quarters rocks are found all over the earth. Clocks and radios use quarters. So not only building purposes, but also other things like jewelry, radios, clock, watches, all things we are using rocks. So when we use statues, decorations, you can see in the first picture here, statues, they are also made of rocks for decoration purpose. So rocks are very hard and they are used in for different purposes. Okay, coming back to the topic, we have slate. These are different types of rocks that we are discussing. Okay, slate. Slates is hard and smooth. It is used for the roof tiles. You can see in the picture, here is the slate that is used. Slate is used to make floors and roof tiles also. Then we have limestone. Limestone is soft. It is white in color. We have marble. Marble is hard, strong, and smooth rock. It is used in many types of decorations and buildings. You can see here, the floors are made of marbles. Okay. Then we have properties of rocks. Rocks can be strong, for example, granite. Rocks can be soft, like white chalk, limestones. They are soft. So there are different rocks, and the properties of rocks are very different. Some are very strong, some are very soft, some are in gray color, some are in white colors. So we have different types of rocks and their properties. Rocks can be made into shapes, for example, marbles. Rocks can be waterproof, for example, slate. So, as I have told you people that some of the rocks are soft. We can mold them in different shapes, while some of the rocks are very strong and waterproof. When you put water on the rock, it does not absorb the water. Okay, so most rocks do not burn, but coal is a rock that burns. So you can see the coal that we burn for different purposes. Wood, coal, that makes coal. It is burning, but other rocks that are very strong and their properties are so strong that it cannot burn. So we have limestone. So let's study about the limestone. Appearance of limestone: it is gray and dull, and its size is small, and some larger shapes hard to see. Its hardness is we can scratch it with metal. We can use it to build walls, buildings. Then we have chalk. Chalks are white and gray, dull. They are small. They are not hard. They are soft. We can scratch bit of it. We use it to write on a blackboards. The soft chalks are used to write on the boards. So then we have coal. Appearance of the coal is black and shiny. They are very small. We could scratch it a little bit with metal. We use it to burn to keep us warm. I told you people that we have different rocks and they have different properties and they are used for different purposes. Does this rock absorb water? So here Tom and Mumtaz are testing rocks to see if they absorb water. Okay, as I have told you people that some of the rocks are waterproof, they do not absorb water, but some of the rocks they are soft and they absorb water. So here they have chalk, limestone, slate, sandstone, and marble. Mumtaz and Tom are testing rock to see if they absorb water. They drip water onto the rock and observe what happens. I think the chalk is absorbing the water. Yes, the water goes into the chalk. So chalk and limestones are soft rocks, so they absorb water, whereas slate and marbles are little bit of hard rocks, so they are not absorbing the water. Then we have Cure. Cure, what is Cure? It is a place where we dig rocks at the earth's surface. Sometimes we use explosive to break rock into pieces. This is a dangerous job. Rocks we get from a quarry are limestone, marble, slate, and sandstones. So, quarry is a place where we dig rocks, okay, from the earth's surface. And sometimes we use very explosives to break into pieces, like mountains, okay. We want to break the mountains. Inside the mountains there are different types of rocks, and those rocks can be limestone, marble, slate, and sandstones that are used for different purposes. Then we have deep mine. A deep mine is a place where we dig up rock deep underground. People use spades and other tools. This is very dangerous work. Rocks we get from mines are coal, marble, salt. So from quarry we get limestone, marble, slate, and sandstone, whereas in deep mines we get coal, marble, and salt. Then there is a third place that is called riverbed. A riverbed is a place where we dig stones. We use pads and big diggers. From rivers, we dig sand, gravels, and pebbles. These types of rocks we found from riverbed. Okay, all are from earth's surface, but there are different places, and from different places we dig different rocks. When people dig up rocks, they damage the environment. Trees and other plants are killed, animals are killed and lose their homes. Look at this picture. There was once a forest, a home for hundreds of animals and plants. Now there is hole with only few animals and plants living there. While when we are digging the rocks or we are cutting the trees, what we are doing, guys, we are damaging the environment. How we are damaging the environment? We are killing plants, we are killing the animals, we are breaking their homes. Okay, you know that in on one tree there are different animals, they make their homes. So when we cut one tree, we destroy homes of many different animals. Okay, and we kill the tree as well. So what happens, many of the animals they lose their houses, they lose they even the environment of the place, it changes because there are no many trees, that provides oxygen, and that makes our environment healthy, the atmosphere of our environment healthy. So when we are cutting down trees or we are digging up rocks, we are damaging our environment. But if we are not going to dig the rocks, we are not going to build different things. So it's vice versa. We are digging the rocks, we are making buildings, bridges, but we are making our environment, harmful. Okay, so using water to sort stones. What we do, we use water like this to sort stones. We use water to sort small rocks. A stone is another name of us for a small rock. So when the rocks are small, we call it stones. The moving water in the bowl sort lighter, smaller stones from the larger, heavier stones. When we put water into the rocks, what happens? The small stones, they are separated from the larger and heavier stones. So there are some questions within the lesson that we are going to write in the notebooks. So first of all, I wanted you people to understand the topic, and then we are going to solve the questions one by one. So questions and answers. How have rocks used to make things shown in this picture? So rocks have cut to make walls, bridges, houses, roofs, etc. We cut the rocks and we try to mold them in the shapes, and that is how we are going to make the things. Question number 2. What other things do we make from rocks? We make tablets, tables, dams, tunnels, etc. So that is all for today. Take care. Have a nice day.